Is it going? All right. Fuck yeah. All right. Hello, guys. We are doing my podcast for LC the Know it's called Early Morning Podcasts on Spotify, but it's currently 11:24 at night. It's not an early morning. It's not even, it's an early nighttime podcast or late
Word.
podcast time. I'm joined with LC Fresh,
Yo, what's good?
local SoundCloud rapper, and he's been
Yes,
doing this
sir.
shit
Yes,
for a
sir.
good while too.
Most definitely been doing it since I was I've been like rapping since I was like 9 years old, but like recording and dropping since I was like 13.
All right, that's lit.
Hell
So,
yeah.
what kind of gave you the inspir? Okay, so like, you not everyone wakes up every day and is like, you know what, mom, I'm gonna be not a podcaster, a SoundCloud rapper, because today
Yeah.
generation like. If you're a local podcast, I mean a local SoundCloud rapper, and you're not good, you're gonna get hated on. Like that's just
Yeah.
bullshit. And it's cool how like you don't like I feel like you sure probably like you have your haters out there, and but you have a lot more people that fuck with you, and it's pretty cool that
Yeah.
you've been doing
Uh
this for a little while and everything.
yeah, what like told me that what had told me that I could like do this rapping stuff like I'm not from Vincennes, Indiana. I'm not from Indiana actually at all. I'm from South Florida, and where I lived at a lot of people like did rapping, and back then SoundCloud wasn't really relevant, but like everybody would rap and it was just like something cool that you could hear, it was just a very
It
like
was
popular
new.
thing. So I guess like I started doing like the rapping like off the top of my head with my friends whenever I lived in Florida, and then I moved to Indiana when I was 13. I moved to like Vincennes, and then I started doing this music shit and like recording. I didn't start recording till I came to Indiana, and then I started putting it out, and then the hate was really bad. And because it wasn't a thing that was happening around at Vincennes, it was just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was new. I was the first one to do it out here. Like
yeah,
other than VU, I can't speak for VU, but locally. So
yeah.
I was doing that. Everybody was like, "What the fuck? This shit's weird," And I was actually being forced to do a type of music that I wasn't really into. And for most of I had to do religious music, but I wouldn't have been able to record if I didn't do it that way, and that was my only outlet. So, but yeah, now that I got like older and around like high school, people were like, "Okay, yeah, this a vibe. Like, can
You can
rap, you
rap.
feel me?" And
You can
and
rap.
then I got in the studio with my current producer Twizzy, and then everything changed. Like now, like I have a way better mentality about it. Like I know I can do this for life. You feel me?
That's what's up. That's when you know when you kind of like you were talking about your work schedule. So you work at 6 in the afternoon all the way till morning. You said.
Pretty much, I go in at 7 o'clock at night, 7:15, and then I get off at 7 in the morning. I do that for 5 days in a row, and like it's literally just to get a check for this bag. Like my producer was the one that told me to get a job. You feel me?
All right, all right. So it's recording. It's not like a different like other job. Like where we're not gonna see you at Walmart type shit. You know what I mean?
Oh hell no! Yeah, y'all
All right.
never
So
finna
you're
catch me
you're
in public.
definitely like when you say you're working, you're actually working on your music and like
Yeah,
making money.
technically.
Alrighty, cool, cool. Because some people be like, yeah, I'm working, and they don't really specify where or what they're doing, and I'm like, okay, cool, you're making money, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's lit. So, out of
yeah. Of
all the
course.
songs, do you know how many songs you have like total did, or like, do you have any unreleased songs? I guess what I'm trying to
Well,
say.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a cool way I can explain it. Like, currently unreleased that no one has ever heard. I probably have about three right now, and only two of them are gonna come out in the future. One of
All
them
right,
is
all
gonna
right,
like stay for the game. You know what I'm saying? But
all
like,
right.
before like my current SoundCloud page, I have about like maybe like 7, 8 songs on there. I don't know, but like
Yeah,
before that, I had hella SoundCloud songs, but I took them all off due to like the fact that I wanted to clean up my page and make it a lot more professional. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. No, I
So
see what
those
you're
are all
saying.
unreleased now. So like, but in total, the songs that I've done my whole life, I've probably made over like 200, 300 songs and recorded like 100 of them. I've probably recorded like 200 of them and
That's
only put
lit.
out like 100. And then now I only have seven out type shit.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That because like if what I like, okay, so like when I do podcasting, Like, um, normally what I'll try to do is, so doing this by yourself is hard, not gonna lie. It's kind of just like starting off rapping, like you're
Yeah,
okay, so that's probably, that doesn't make any sense because podcasting, you talk, right? It's like a sit down type of thing when
yeah,
you're working, or you just have time off and you can listen. That's kind of the
yeah,
whole purpose of like the podcast. I kind of look at it. And so I wanted to make one that was like enjoyment, like enjoyable and entertainment, but
yeah,
still
for
talk
sure.
about like other teenager type shit, like going off and smoking a shitload
Of
of weed.
course, like shit that
And
people are into.
yeah, know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna make a boring podcast, be like today
Most
on Mars,
definitely, fuck with
like
it.
today at work I seen a bird land at ground. That's really interesting to talk about. Not
Type
really
shit.
like if I'm gonna create something, I'm gonna create something that I enjoy talking about, and that's where I see rapping and podcast really come in between. Because if you both enjoy doing something, you oughta go for it.
Yeah, and it's cool because you got a lot of people to talk to in Vincennes because Vincennes is really coming up with this music shit right
And
now.
that's another thing. I'm like, if I started podcasting, so like Brian, let's see, finesse. I mean, um, let's shit. I probably heard you before finesse. It's probably
Yeah,
from Daniel. Shout out to Daniel Fry, goofy,
yeah.
goofy person. But it was probably like, oh man, because I heard you, because like at the time, because like it was probably seventh, eighth grade. It had to be eighth grade because it was in the summertime. I remember because I started to smoke heavily at around
Yeah.
eighth grade, and I think it was Daniel. Yeah, because we were on a roadie. And we were with my buddies, and he played one of your songs. I think it was like Wavy, or it was
Okay, yeah, that's the song that blew up. I got like 20,000 on that song.
yes, yes. And we were roading, and he was bumping this, and I'm like, dude, who is this? And he was like, this is LC, and I'm like, who the hell is he? And he's like, oh,
Yes, sir.
and he's like, he's a local rapper, and I'm like, oh wait, he's a local, and he's like, yeah, he's like, it was it was pretty lit, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then
Yeah.
that's how I started to fuck with you at that time, and
Word.
then
That's hard.
yeah, I know. And then I was eighth grade, and I'm about to be a junior now. So I've probably been tuning in for your. I'm not gonna say I'm like a dedicated supporter. Like if I
Most
hear
definitely.
and see you drop a new track, I'm gonna sit down and listen to it. And
Word.
like that's something I can do. And like even that's with
Yeah.
like finesse. And I'm like, you guys made man, I've been bumping your Xmas song you guys made together.
Yeah, we did. We did make that.
Dude,
We made that a good minute ago.
that
Actually,
was a
we
good
just now
minute,
dropped it.
and it's still doing pretty good. And I'm like, I got this really good speaker, and it sounds amazing on it. And every time I'm with my friends, we're like in a smoke circle. I'm like, bro, before we play this, we're gonna play this song.
Hell yeah, it's that
It's lit,
Xmas.
and
Xmas.
everyone fucks with it, and
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
it's lit. And
I didn't even did no promotions on it. That shit lit.
yeah, I know, right? Like it's because he showed me it, and because after I got done interviewing him, he was like, let me listening to some of his stuff before he dropped his tape.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he played me that song, and I was like, bro, that is lit. And he was like, yeah, that's out right now. And I'm like, oh, for real? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, awesome.
Yeah, Brian. I fuck with Brian. Shouts out finesse. You feel me? We
Hell
did. We
yeah.
made a couple of good songs. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
We had a good little summer last summer where we just fucking
You
we
guys
sat
pumped
up
out a
this one little
lot of tunes back like at that summer.
yeah, him and my homeboy Louis Ma. Most of y'all know him as Duma, but if you don't know, he has changed his name to Louis Ma. They will be in the studio just cooking up at this little bando spot we was at. You feel me? And we would just
Yeah.
be in there like all night and making new music, just seeing what we could do. You feel me? On some fun shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I linked
Yeah,
up with
yeah.
Brian.
That's lit, man.
Hell yeah.
So, you were talking about some stuff with Austin, and I'm so curious because I'm so excited you brought that up because I got something to add
Yeah.
after. But you want to inform me about that? You don't have to go into detail, but
Nah, word, I got you. I
All
want to
right.
let y'all know because you know what, got my listeners. You know they're gonna be involved with this. Yeah, I'll put the full details out there. You feel me?
Oh,
Like,
bet.
so tonight, me and Sprinkle had texted. Me and Austin had texted up like about like a week or two ago. I texted him because we're talking about leaving Knox. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was listening to their one song, "Wasting Away." You feel me?
Hmm.
And he had this one note on there, and it gave me the chills. So I'm like, bruh, your shit go
Whoa.
hard. Like, let's link up and talk about some artist shit. You feel me? And then so we met up tonight. He met my producer and we got to speaking and we came to the conclusion on the type of style the song we want to do. Um I know him and my producer will be linking up on some like further stuff that's outside of that, you know what I'm saying? They made pretty good connections tonight. But
Yeah, yeah.
we're gonna make a song, and I have a very big project coming out before this song that we can speak on later. But
All right, all right.
we're gonna drop this so I can get my followers in. You feel me? I'm gonna start my fan base after me and this one guy drop, and then that's whenever I'm gonna drop my tape. The same day we drop a music video for the song that we're gonna release,
All
and
right,
then
bet.
I'll drop the tape, and Austin will be on that one. So that'll get hopefully get him some followers as well because you know I'm trying to help out
Yeah,
everybody else
yeah.
that's
No,
going
that's
hard
kind
with
of
me.
how
You
this
know
system goes. Like, you help out me, I help out you type system. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
You feel me? They going hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I
Dude,
wanna
they
I
really
wanna go
are.
hard with them.
And, like, they're doing, if you, like, well, me being family, like, I find out, like, a lot of things. Well, I take that back. I, like, maybe see him, like, a few times, but he's busy cooking up, you know, and I respect
Word.
that. And he is probably the most dedicated person I've probably ever met when it comes to, like, music. Because, dude,
That's
he
hard, bro.
started with this stuff probably when he was, like, probably 14, the best way, you know, and growing up around him, seeing every, like, so, like, he was 16. He was probably the first person that got me really stoned. That's another great time. See, and that's another thing I like about this podcast. I can talk about that shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's lit. But yeah, it was a good time, and it was the bong. Loved the bong ever since then. And
Word.
yeah, big facts. But anyways, there's a period where he was staying with me and living with me for a little while, and at the time he wanted to form a band, but he wasn't. I don't really like know his perspective, but I was like kind of there, and he like shared a lot of it to me, and
Yeah.
he wanted to start a band, but he wasn't really didn't know a whole lot of people, and then he finally linked up with a few people and made the band that they're doing today, and that's been, oh god, they've been a decent, they've been together for a good while, and like as far as it comes from like pursuing music and keeping up and like um oh, there's a word I'm looking for, damn it, I forgot it. I knew I shouldn't hit that last dab rig. um let's see, patience, that's the key word. He has a lot of
Yeah.
patience when it comes to that, and I'm like, I respect that. And I think with music and just any type of social media or recording, has to, like, you know, have patience for real.
Yeah, most definitely. Like that's the funnest process in a way if you think about it. Like, but you definitely have to have a lot of patience, and if you think about it at the same time, you have to have a good amount of talent to do the recording process.
That is true. Like, not a lot of people can hop on and, like, okay, so, like, for the people out there who are listening that really want to start podcasting, listen, it's not as easy as everyone says it is, all right?
Oh, most definitely.
It's
I
not
I
like,
couldn't be able to do that.
oh no, because, like, if you don't know people to begin that's, like, even interested in podcasting, or, like, I got lucky and my mom's boyfriend was listening to it, and that's how I kind of got into it. And then I later learned on everyone else, because, like, No Jumper and Joe Rogan, and there's a gaming YouTube called Fits. Well, they did the
Yeah.
Misfits podcast, and recommend, if you like want to sit down and laugh your ass off, recommend the first episode. Fucking
Oh
great
yeah.
times.
Okay, bet.
And it's a great time. But like what I was saying is, like, hopping on, and if you don't have people to interview, or if you don't have people that are comfortable, especially your first time on mic to talk about random shit, dude, it's so hard. Like,
Yeah, most
it's
definitely.
not easy at all. Like, I probably did I probably did 10 takes, the first one I ever
Yeah.
did, and I finally got it down. But oh god, like at during half of it, I was like, "What am I even talking about?" Like it was so just
Yeah, I feel you.
jamblish, and but it made it, and it's still doing like 25 views now. Like 25 people have sit down, listen to my jamble bullshit, and I'm like, "All right, bet, I'm cool with
Yeah,
it."
word.
And I'm like, "Yeah," and then like later on, I like met up with like Austin, and I hit up Grant first, and I was like, "Yo," I'm like, because I thought he was the one that was behind Jag, their entertainment company,
Yeah.
until they told me what Jag stood for, and I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, that makes sense." Yeah,
Hell yeah.
and so, anyways, we got a podcast with them, and it was pretty lit. And then like ever since then, I kind of just seen like I have something like I can sit down and talk about things and still make it
Hell
good, you
yeah.
know. And that's when I kind of like learned that I can do this and I enjoy it, and it's a lit time. Like just to hop
Yeah,
on
for
and talk
sure.
about bullshit and talk shit about people. Well, we don't really
And
do that
then
that much, but
and then having people being intrigued by the shit, you feel me?
yeah, you know, like that's the cool thing. Like let's see, the one I did with Finesse God, we're pulling, I think, like 30 views right now. Like it hit 30 views, I think, last 2 days. And I'm like, that's dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure this one get in a couple hundred, bro. And then
All
hopefully
right.
like 1,000 if I
Dude,
could
if you
get it
can
up
do
there.
that,
Just
that would be lit. That would be cool.
yeah,
Mad
just keep me
respect.
updated. I'm gonna promote the fuck out of this.
That's
If we
what's
got some
up.
good quality shit we talked about, that we can get it going for real.
And ever since I did one with Brian, like I have like I don't know, there's like a local rapper in Indy, and he's he's got some growing to do. But I did a podcast with him, and I could tell that he has never been interviewed because, like, you know, like he
Yeah,
was younger than I am, so like age really didn't really matter. But at the time, like I wasn't really ready to interview someone, and this guy really hasn't like taken off yet. So I'm kind of like,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, it was a good one. It's still in the edits. But yeah, but it's cool because not only has it has reached other people out to me, and they have contacted me and they're like, "Yo, I want to do a podcast." And I'm
yeah.
like,
That's hard.
"Bet." And that's what I really enjoy about it is like sitting down with people and just talking about like what they do and like really why they're like it's not every day you meet someone with a crazy passion for something they do.
Yeah,
And
fuck yeah.
that's something that's like very cool and I
And
find
it's
interesting.
crazy that Vincent says a lot of that, especially now.
And I figure when I the idea of when I did it too, I was like, well, I'm like Vincent's is coming out at the time, and I'm like,
Yeah,
and if I could get into contact with people, because like I myself did all the contacting before, like no one came to me and was like, hey, I only had one person do that, and like that's cool. But 9 times out of 10, if you are on this podcast, I had contacted you. You know what I mean?
exactly.
And
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's what I really like just do at the moment. I'm like, I don't really care if you didn't hear it. I'm gonna contact you because if you say no, that's cool because you're missing out on a fun time. But like, yeah, come on down. We'll make a podcast.
yeah.
But yeah, your newer stuff coming out. You wanna let us know like what's your type of style going to be on it?
Okay, so that's a good question because I'm about to come out with a different style than like anybody's ever seen me have, and especially that probably like not a lot of people have seen around here in Vincent's. Like,
All right.
so in the rap society, there's multiple genres if you think about it. You got the drill rappers, you got the rappers that just have fun with their shit, you
Yeah.
got the rappers that like what I'm finna aim for, what I'm going to do is the rock star wave, and to let y'all know some what I'm talking about. So like rock stars like Lil Uzi, I
Yeah.
fuck with him, you feel me? I fuck with
Yeah.
Playboy Cardi, he a Uzi, he a rock star, you feel me? So like
Hell yeah.
shit like that, and like Jaden Smith, he a rock star, you feel me? It's all about the way you dress, the way you approach with your music, and like all of that. And so I have a friend that I met about like a year ago. He moved. He live in Illinois, right?
Yeah.
Not too far from us, and so my friends knew him before I knew him. And then one day I'm sitting in the car with Louis Ma, and he played this song, bro, and he like, yeah, this is dude, and his name Griffin Johnson. Some of y'all might know him because he like blew up on the social media app TikTok,
Yeah,
and him
yeah,
and him and his friends pretty much like run that app. If you think about it, like they're running
yeah.
social media right now. So, anyways, he gained like very quick like
He
fans. Like
was
his
very
shit was going
quickly
up.
like published.
Yeah, like dude got on that famous birthday his website, and then also we started talking about making a song back in like fucking April whenever he had like 70,000 followers, and then we got in the studio in May. In the beginning of May, we created one song. This is the song that's not coming out. It's called Rockstar. I had that on my phone. You feel me? But it's not gonna be released.
I like that.
But
That's cool.
but um, but now he has like almost 400,000 followers on Instagram. He got like a million on TikTok, and he in
Yeah,
LA as we're speaking right now. But he's gonna be back about like I don't know when he's gonna be back. Probably like next week, and then we're gonna get in the studio the 17th,
that's what's
and
up.
then we're gonna make something new, and then we're gonna release that as a single once we get it mastered. You feel me? And then people are gonna start talking about it. It's gonna be a good song too. Like that's what we're waiting for. We're trying to make the most perfect song that everybody can catch a trend to. You feel me? Like
Hmm.
because he's gonna do his little TikTok thing to it because it goes hard. Like everything
That's
that he
what's
dropped,
up.
people tune into it. You feel me? And they catch a trend off what he doing.
All
He'll do
right.
something, people gonna catch a trend off it. So we're gonna what he plans on doing is getting the song like up high as fuck on the charts by him doing that. You feel me? And then we're gonna shoot a video for it. We probably won't get the video back until like September, maybe October,
Yeah, after it's
and then
done editing.
whenever we drop the video, it will be like either the same day or the same week. I'm gonna drop my tape, and that's gonna be what Austin's on. I'm gonna feature
All
maybe
right,
like
all
two
right,
more
all right.
artists on it, and then that tape's gonna catch a lot of attention because my name would be catching a lot of attention since me and Griffin. Oh, he drives a video. You feel me? They're gonna
Yo,
tune in.
see,
Oh,
I'm
this
gonna.
dude
You
going
can go ahead
hard.
and talk. I'm gonna go. For my Dabby pin, it's on a box set, so I gotta go charge my batteries the old-fashioned way. But if you want, you can go ahead. This is still recording. If you want to explain this.
All right, we're most definitely. But yeah, so like we got this little tape, this little project that we're about to do. We're gonna drop it. And I'm gonna drop my album my little tape the same week. So it's gonna gain a lot of attention since me. I'm gonna be getting a lot of attention off of what me and Griffin do. So it's gonna most definitely be lit. And then after that, I'm gonna get to work like on all of the videos and shit for the tape. Not like every song, but like maybe like 3 songs on the tape. Get a couple of music videos in for that, and then we'll be like my future plan after that going to LA either in like December through like fucking June of 2020, December 2019. You feel me?
That's what's up. What's up? I just gotta
Hell
ask.
yeah. Word, bet,
Word.
bet, bet.
Oh, there we go. I need a fucking haircut, Jesus.
Hell yeah.
I don't really have a mic. Only thing, the crazy thing I'm recording this on is my headset that I use for
Word.
gaming, and I'm like, no fucking way. And the audio on it is lit, so
That's
I fuck
cool.
with it. And yeah, so all right. So you have your future tape coming out, and that's coming out on the 17th. You said, right?
Nah, the tape. That's me and Griffin are gonna be recording on the 17th. We're
Oh,
gonna be
you're
recording the
recording on
song.
the 17th. All right, all
So
right.
we'll probably get the song mastered like the same week. So we'll probably be dropping around the same week, and then we're gonna shoot a video, hopefully before like that same week. You feel me? We'll shoot
Yeah,
that video. We're gonna go to Chicago for the video. As far as we know, I'm not gonna get too much into detail about that
yeah,
because I'm not
yeah,
certain of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So we're gonna do that, and then whenever we get the video back, which will probably be like I said, September, October, then that's when my tape's gonna drop.
All right, all right. So
Just so I can get like a lot of like attention on that. This is the best time to really drop a tape.
yeah, that is for sure. Especially like how like social media is doing right now. It's definitely a good time to
Yeah,
really start getting out there. Um,
yeah, and plus my fan base will have started. You feel me? So keep them entertained. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. So I seen a video on YouTube. A good. That's probably when I did the interview with Brian. I mean, Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was you rap battling your Mister, and I was cracking up. Like
Fuck yeah.
I've never seen it. Like that's the thing. And he was telling me about it, and I'm like, because I heard about it, but I didn't know someone recorded it, and I'm like,
Hmm.
because when a buddy told me about it, I'm like, oh man, that would be funny to watch, and I'm like, that would be
Hell
cool
yeah.
to see what that's down. Anyways, Finesse came through and he with it. I'm like, no way, and he hops
What the
on,
fuck? That's lit.
and I'm watching this, and we're walking, and I'm like, oh man, and like it was kind of like at that moment, I'm like, it's crazy how you see young LC then and like older LC now, and it's like whoa, and
Exactly.
it's
It's
like
fucking
such the
insane.
improvement, and it's crazy.
Yeah, just imagine what's gonna happen in a year, like type shit. I'm gonna sound completely different. I sound different every single year. I've noticed that since I was that age.
Yeah.
I've like, gotten higher and higher with my talent every single year. It's insane to me. But no, that video was crazy. Like I just moved to Indiana like the year before that, you feel me? So
Yeah.
I was like, people knew me in that school, so I was like comfortable there, you feel me?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was in the art class. I would always start trouble in there, dude. My art
Mr.
teacher, he
Atkins,
fucked with me.
wasn't it?
Yeah, Mr. Atkins, he
Yep.
fucked with me, but he had to do shit whenever I would act out. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah.
would still
Yeah.
write me up, but like I knew he fucked with me type shit. But
Yeah.
anyways, one day I'm like, I don't know. I just always be like rapping and shit in class, and then one day I was like, let me rap battle you. It was like a joke thing at first, and then nah, I got serious. Yeah, let's rap battle one
He's
day, and
like,
we'll
yeah,
put
I
the video
bet.
on. Hell yeah, he wrote like 4 bars. He put a beat on, and he rapped it, and that was that. It was like, what the fuck? But
It's like a
yeah,
freestyle. What do you do in writing?
hell yeah, we was lit with it though. That was a good time. I was like fucking 14, bro.
I respect that.
Hell yeah.
God damn it. I don't have a. See, I love the dab pins, but the problem is that when everything's dead, you can't smoke them.
Oh God,
And it's
that
like,
happened to me like a week ago. Like my homeboy had gave me the dab pen, you feel me, and the dab pen died. I went to my house. I tried to like cut up the Android charger, put it to the end so I could smoke it. That shit didn't work. I was mad as fuck. But
yeah,
then my other homeboy got me like the pen the next day, so I was lit.
this was up. Yeah, no, I've been there, and I'm just like, I would just rather roll up a fucking joint and smoke this shit
Oh
and go home.
God, I've been
Yeah,
smoking joints all day. Like
that's what's up.
I'm probably like 12 joints in right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
That's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that.
By the way, for all the listeners, do not the blunt pack. That shit is over with. We don't smoke tobacco. It's all papers now.
Oh,
Just so
you're on the
everybody
no
know.
tobacco gang too?
Yes, sir. No more
Fuck
tobacco for me.
yes. Someone finally stepped on it. Well, I can't. Okay, I'm pretty fucking. I still use my Enjoy pods, but
Hell yeah. I'm hitting the jewel right now as I'm speaking to you, but you're not gonna catch me in a blunt that much anymore unless it's
yeah,
like with my homeboys. Then I'll hit the blunt, but I'm not gonna hit anybody else's.
yeah. Like 9 times out of 10, like when I smoke, I either smoke in pieces or like on
Yeah.
papers with me, and like I'll just roll up a doobie, and I'm like, this works. I've crafted the filter perfection, so I can put a filter in there, and I got tips for them. Oh
Word.
man, those are game changer right there. You
That's
can put
hard.
a
Yeah,
tip in your
I don't
joint.
use filters. I haven't. I just started rolling joints like this week, so like
That's what's up.
I'm not hip on the filter wave. You feel me?
Oh yeah, no. Cones is probably what really got me on those, the raw cones.
Yeah, I got the one. Whenever I was like 16, I got these ones that you bought from like the discount tobacco store.
Yeah.
Shouts out to them for letting me cop shit before I was 18. But
Big facts.
I got the fucking what's it called, the pre-rolled cones where you just stuff them in there. That
Mm-hmm.
shit was cool too.
They had them in blunt wraps, and I had got them like those. They were just like wraps, right? Except they
Where
weren't like it was like hemp wraps, and there were cones, and you could just pack them up. Oh my god, that was like
fuck yeah,
we put like 4Gs in one of those fuckers. Oh man.
niggas was lit.
Oh yeah, man, we were so toasted. We tried to like fucking make chicken noodle soup, and we put the can in the microwave, and we're like,
Oh
it'll
yeah, y'all
cook.
boys was fucked up.
yeah, we couldn't understand what we were doing. We're like, all right, and then we just forgot to put the time, and then after we got done, we came back down, and we seen that what we did, and we all just fucking left. We were like, what the fuck, and just
Hell
left it
yeah,
there. But
that's
yeah,
lit.
I don't think people understand like that's like the chemicals on the wraps like nowadays they put on those like if you really look into it, it's fucked.
I believe it. Like you smoke papers, you're gonna be straight, but like you smoke blunts, you're gonna get lung cancer when you're older. If you think about it, if you continuously smoke blunts for your whole life, you're gonna get lung cancer.
A big example in the music world right now who are on the joint gang is Wiz Khalifa at the moment.
Yes, sir.
Dude, the fucking he is probably what brought me and my friends to that stage. We were like,
Low
dude,
key the same, bruh.
like that's
Him
how
and
we
like this
were.
one YouTuber I watched. Like I don't know if anybody else have like seen him because I just beat them. His name like Dope is Yellow, and he be like
Oh,
rolling up weed and
fuck
shit.
yes, yep,
He cold as fuck. I
oh
watched this
yeah.
one video last night. He was like doing like a giveaway. He was going walking around LA just handing out people fucking weed. Like,
Yeah, that's low key what they do, and I'm like, dude, that's lit.
see, that's why I'm trying to be in California like ASAP. Like, cause I like smoking weed. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
I enjoy smoking weed. It's not something I do just to get fucked up. Like,
yeah. It's
I'm
there's
trying to get
so many
that
reasons
pressure.
for
You
it.
feel me? I can't wait to go to LA and get all that shit. Cause that's what they don't got no dirty shit out there in them
Oh no,
dispensaries. I
it's
don't
all
think.
clean. Yeah, like
Hell
you go
yeah,
there and like you hit a cart, and you know that cart's real. Like you hit a cart
for
down in
sure.
Vincent's, dude. I've had the plug tell me that they're fake. All right, I'm not gonna give
What?
names. Listen, I'm not gonna give names, but the plug was like, they still the person he knows who does it and makes it is 100% legit. Okay, I know I'm saying that now, but he was telling me, look at he was like, they still get me high, but I guess that they're not real. They do use THC in them though. Like they
But it's just not like the actual cards
yeah, they're all
type
just
shit.
what it is like, well, the he didn't tell me how he like they really package them and sell them, but what I'm thinking what is going down is if you get the ones with the like see-through tips and they're like a oval type shit, right? Uh, you
Yeah.
can pop the top off those and fill them and package them and sell them, right? And I found a link on
What?
eBay where what people are doing are they are okay. So like in legal states where like you can actually get dank carts, they will order them and then they'll take the boxes out and they'll sell the boxes. And so then people will order the boxes and then it's fucked. And
Hell
and
yeah.
and it's kind of like that Skittle thing. Like the Skittle is every Skittle is just the same flavor except it's a different color type shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's doing, and I don't really care. Like he hasn't like really he sells them all the same, so I can get them for 40, and I'm like, you know what, I'm cool with that. They're good on the go, and as long
Hell
as it's
yeah.
not killing me. But yeah, no, they are fake, and it's for a long time I thought they were real dank carts, but sadly
Damn,
they're
that
not.
sucks.
Yeah, I know. I was really sad. He'll
My
have
first card I got, it was like I knew it wasn't right because you turn it upside down and it would just like slide down. It didn't like not move.
oh yeah,
That's why I
no,
knew
those
it was.
carts are like legit. Like they are actual oil carts for sure. They're not.
Yeah, that's what I'm smoking on at the house.
Yeah, they're not they're fake carts. I make sure if I'm gonna buy something like it's going to be real, like
Yeah.
that's just the way of doing things. And
Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, so when was well, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but when was your first time smoking? I guess that's a normal question.
Man, the first time I smoked, it was my freshman year, no, like the Thanksgiving break, okay, and I was like 15, right?
All
And
right.
my homeboy that I was best friends with, wait, nah, it was my sophomore year Thanksgiving break, cause my friend that I was with, like I was like then their best friends with, was freshman year. He moved back to St. Louis. He came back and he started smoking weed in St. Louis. I'm like, yo, let's do that.
Let's do that.
So he come
Yeah.
back and we go to this house, bro. And I'm not lying to you, bro. It looks like some shit that would have been on Mac and Devon, but it's like graffiti all over the wall type shit,
Was
Sharpie shit. It was a lit ass house. It's not some shit I wouldn't want to live at, but like it
hmm
was cool to be teed up there.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were all there smoking and shit. We got we got kind of. I didn't get high for like the first 3 times, but like
Yeah.
we had a good time for sure.
What'd you guys smoke out of?
At that time, at first, the first thing I ever hit was the blunt, but I didn't know how to hit it. I like
I
hit it and then blew it out. You feel me? I didn't
yeah,
think
yeah.
anything of it. But then like whenever we actually smoked, it was whenever that little party was over, and it was just like four of us, and like some guy brought us weed, and then we like hit like a bong, and I was like, okay, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, even just if you hit a clear bong and see us, like just seeing a bunch of smoke rise to the top, it's just pretty cool. All right, like just
I
hands down,
swear.
and especially if you get like those big pieces with all the functions and different pieces inside. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's what's up. Like the piece I have now has two functions, and it's for
Damn.
oil. But the crazy thing is I got it for $40, and the person who sold it to
God
me,
damn.
yeah, no, the person who sold it to me was like, I had to like weld the nail back on, but it works, and I'm like, bet. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's
It's
lit.
hard.
It hits
But
pretty
not,
good.
I ain't get. I wasn't like hard into smoking until like I was like 16. That's when I started smoking like every single week. And then like this year it was like last year it was like every single day. And then like this year it was like a half ounce a day. And then now it's like an ounce a day.
Yeah. See, I was starting to get there, but then like for me, money wise, oh man, that's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that if you think about it, that really could fuck your money up. If you don't have enough to like at the moment at least like cover a full ounce to smoke on in a whole day, cause that be happening to me. I be like, nah, I can't do that today.
yeah. Like nine
Hell
times out
yeah.
of 10, if I'm with the friends, I'll go through and buy like 5 Gs, and like I'll try to make that 5 Gs last for like 3 days tops,
Hell yeah.
because I never like at my situation. I love to smoke weed. Like I will light up anytime in any situation,
Word, definitely.
and it can be like in the most awfulest situation you can think of, and you're like, fuck it, let's go for it.
Hell
And
yeah.
yeah, it's pretty lit. So like for me, saving it is like so hard to do, and I'm like, all right,
I
smoke looks
swear to
cool.
God, I will never save weed. If I have a whole that I can smoke all of it, I'm smoking it all that type of shit because I have no self control.
Yeah,
Dude,
like
when I was selling weed, I was selling it to the point where I could just smoke the rest of it, type shit, bro. Like, I was
yeah,
just on there, bro.
yeah. I don't know. I did that for a little bit, and then I learned. I'm like, yeah, I'm not into this. It's not
Hell
for
yeah.
me. And I just learned that like the phrase "you can't shit where you eat." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it was at, and I was like, yeah, I can't do that. I gotta
Yeah.
sit here, and I live, oh, it turns out I live right by the fucking sheriff too. No clue. Like
Damn.
I did it for like 3 days, and then I finally learned like the sheriff like lived by me, because one of the dudes when came through told me, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Hell yeah. Fuck that. Yeah. A cop just started living by my house, like literally a block down. And like when I first moved back into where I live at right now, I was still selling weed, and I was like, yeah, I do not like that.
Yeah, at all. He'll be out, but the thing is, he's never home. Like I've never seen this dude outside his house, been outside. So either he is just fucking working 24/7, but I guess I wouldn't say anything because behind us, our neighbor is a fucking meth head. So
Yeah.
I guess it's really
Oh,
not
yeah,
that bad.
dude, that's like one of the biggest problems with Vincent's is the fucking meth users here.
That's a
It's
big flex.
disgusting.
Oh
Like, bro,
yeah,
I be driving. I get off work at 7 in the morning. I'm driving home type shit, bro, and I see like some crackhead just walking around looking all strung out. Like, you
yeah.
didn't just get off work, you fucked up.
That's a
I
big
definitely don't like
flex.
them. And
Yeah,
the
I
other
know.
thing that I don't like about the area that I'm from the city in Florida, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like I moved here and there's a lot of rednecks and I'm not a fan of rednecks. Don't get me wrong. There's some cool rednecks, but like a lot of them are just like a lot of them
dicks.
here are like very rude and I don't like it.
That's a big fact. A lot of them are fucking racist too. Like,
Yeah, and the my problem is like I'm the only white kid that's in my like you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I got you.
One of them at least. There's two of them, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. um,
But yeah.
yeah, like it's bad. Like I've been in God, I've been to Taco Bell and there's like a group of them, and then like I got a buddy because I got a black friend, and like he was they were just getting so shitty, but like shout out to him, he was pretty chill, and he was like just didn't give a fuck, and he was like, oh that's cool, how about you guys
Hell
take care of
yeah.
yourself, and the guy just kind of looked at us like, you kiss your mother with that mouth, and I'm like, yes we
See,
do.
bro, like the thing is, like if anybody with my friends, especially towards me, like says something to me like racist, my friend, like it's not gonna be no talking. It's gonna be bad. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I gotcha. I just like I don't think that's cool because like I don't care what you think of a person. To be honest, like
Hmm.
you don't know if that person, if you say that to that person's either gonna like pull out on you or just fucking kick your ass. You know,
Yeah.
it's like what are you doing, my
I'm
dude?
gonna tell you what, them racist men to be they have the balls to say something to somebody, man, you brave, but you a bitch.
That's a big fact. Like I'm not about to say that, especially like when I know that dude could possibly have a gun. Why the fuck
Yeah,
would you
for
say that?
sure.
You know, like in Chicago, like fuck that. Like
Yeah, that's why you'll never see me in Chicago,
yeah,
bro.
no, you never see racism in Chicago because they just shoot all the white people. Like they're like, you're going to say that shit, we're just going to shoot you. Like,
Yeah, I know a good amount of people from Chicago, and they'll be like, "Nah, you were in this neighborhood at this time on this block, like you would not be able to walk out of that type shit just because the based off the fact that you're white." I
yeah,
don't know too much about Chicago, but that's what I heard.
yeah, no, I could believe it. I could believe it. Like, yeah, no, it was crazy. We were at this Taco Bell, and he's like, "You kissed your mother with that mouth," and my friend shot back, "So you kissed your sister with that mouth too?" Because he
Oh,
was
to
a
the redneck.
redneck. Yes, shot that back. I fucking lost it, and he just got all pissed and walked away. And I'm like,
That
"No
shit makes me so
fucking
fucking
way."
happy, bro. Yeah, I hate rednecks.
Yeah, and he just fucking left. And I'm like, so I was like, so you didn't admit that, but you walked away. So it's technically you're admitting that. And he kind of just turns around, and looks at me, and I'm like, and then walks away. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah, but
Yeah, it
I
just went down
red.
at like Taco Bell, and like the employees are kind of just looking at us, and I'm like, whatever. I don't know if they're just in shock or they're like, oh, them fucking kids doing their kid shit.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just out here trying to get a fucking burrito, man, and that's how he was feeling.
Oh
Like,
God.
keep doing that shit.
Yeah.
It's not cool. He's just out here
Hell no.
trying to get fucking taco, and they want to be a racist son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's Vincent's problem. That's why we getting the fuck up out this motherfucker.
That's how I'm feeling, you know. Like
I
with
really wish I would have just stayed in Florida, but like if I did, I wouldn't have the connections that I have. So it's like Indiana was lucky the best thing that's ever happened to me if I really think.
yeah, I feel that. Like I don't really travel. Like I was always from town, and just growing up in a small town, you kind of like know everyone. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, it's cool, and sometimes it sucks, especially the parents, because like say you're walking home and your mother thinks you're at this house when low key you're kind of just walking, going to go pick up like a bag of weed, you know, and
Yeah.
you just see them, and in the back of your mind you're like, well, what are the odds of them like telling my mom, you know, type shit.
You
And then
should.
like you get home and your mom's like, so what were you doing on the street at this time? And you're like, fuck.
Hell yeah.
You're like, that's not cool at all.
Mm-mm.
So today's generation of music, how do you feel about that?
I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of people look down on it, but I love it because it's new and it's not something that's been done. Like a lot of people like it's more really like the old heads and like a lot of like country folk, even that are like
Yeah,
young. Even the young country people be like, I don't want that shit, and like, nah, bro, this shit go hard. You just ignorant. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
and the music, it's really came up in
Oh
my
yeah.
opinion. Music has really came up.
And like with
If
like
you can express
rapping,
yourself to the fullest of max amount in music type shit.
for sure, for sure.
That should be crazy to me. That's why I love it. Like I be going to the studio and I used to go in there with songs that I write, but now I go in there and like I just freestyle, and then he'll play it back. I'll be like, okay, yeah, that was a cold line. Let me put that down in my notes. I'll freestyle again. Okay, that was a better line. That next to it, feel me? And then like so we just catch a vibe. So like I'll go in there if I'm feeling in a good mood, like fuck everybody, I'm cold as fuck type shit. I'm gonna make a song where I'm just flexing on everybody. But
Yeah, I
like
feel
let's
that.
say like I'm going through it with my female, I'm gonna go in there and be like, fuck these bitches, I'm just doing me. You feel me on the song?
Yeah,
Like it's just fun. You can express yourself
for
as
sure.
much as you want to.
That's like, and that's why I also like the podcast. Like, if I have something go down, like, so technically, it's not bad if you don't say names, correct? Because
Yeah,
that person is gonna listen and know. But as long as you don't give out their name, as
exactly.
far as they know, it's fucking Bob down the street that cheated on me, or like type shit.
Yeah, type shit. You feel me? Like, and that the only reason, the only people's names I'll speak on is people that I'm in business with, because everybody I'm in business with. I'm sorry,
You're
is
good. You're
going to
good.
be known that we're in business together very soon. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I'm at. Like, if I shout out someone on my podcast, just know that they're gonna be on my podcast like that next thing. Like,
Facts. And be like, oh, he shouting me out. Shit. You feel me?
yeah,
Hell yeah.
and like that's what's up, and I fuck with it pretty heavily, and I think today's newer generation music is, like, don't get me wrong, I think we have like our newer categories that I guess like I'm really not into, but other people are and really fuck with it, and I think that's cool how like it's gave us like drill rap for an example. Back then that never used to be like a
Yeah.
thing, and now that like newer artists have came out, it's like that's a category type thing, you know. And trap's like a whole new category of rap, and I think that's cool that it gives you a platform for people to work on and express themselves on and call it this label,
Yeah. Yeah. That's hard.
and that's pretty lit. I do fuck with
Fuck
that.
yeah.
uh
Like it's like literally anybody, like how you're feeling. Like I know music isn't for everybody, but everybody could put however they're feeling onto a song that they desire to. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Because it's possible. Any type of feeling can be displayed on music for other people to relate to. That's the whole. That's the whole goal of music. You flexing on people. I put that shit out just so other people can flex on people to your lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the
yeah,
best about it.
that's a big fact.
And like you obviously have to talk about shit that people want to hear about.
That's for
Saying like
sure.
my favorite thing is talking about flexing on females, because what do females love most? Whenever a nigga's heartbroken, a dude. I'm sorry, I need to stop saying that word. But anyways, whenever a dude is heartbroken,
You're good. I'm
and
not
like
gonna lie.
every
You're good.
yeah, but like everybody like every girl likes whenever a guy heartbroken, he's saying fuck you to another bitch. You feel me? Like that's a wave. You feel me?
Yeah.
And what's gonna be the, and for a rapper, what's gonna be your main genre? Not main genre, your main like type of person listening to your music is gonna be the bitches. You feel me?
That's a big
So
fact. I've shout out to the like random girls that have like I have went on roadies with, and they've been like, so you're
guys,
starting podcasting, and I'm like, A, who the fuck are you? A, you're pretty nice, and C, how'd you find me again? Like,
hell yeah,
type of shit, and I'm like, all right, lit, and I'm not gonna lie, I've had some pretty people come out to me and want to do a podcast. I'm gonna actually have my first female podcast out now. It'll probably be sometime
word.
next
That's
week,
hard.
and I'm pretty excited. Yet have no clue what I'm going to talk about. I'm still coming up with that. That's so that's like another hard thing about podcasting, especially if that person is not either doing music, doing something. Because if it's just another ordinary person that doesn't do anything like exciting, it's kind of hard to make a podcast. So,
Yeah,
and it's pretty lit, but we're gonna make it happen, and I'm pretty excited about it. And
most definitely.
that's a big fact, and that's just another thing I liked about like people coming up and just being like, "You make a podcast," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's lit." Have knowing people that listen to it and kind of know like you based off that thing is pretty cool. Like out there, a lot of people can base you on things that you probably don't want them to base you on. So
Fuck yeah.
I am cool with the podcaster. Like I would rather go by that than anything else. You know.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I
And
fuck with it. Like whenever you told me you're doing a podcast, I was like, oh, that's actually lit. That's on you.
yeah, like not a whole lot of people are doing. Like no one actually. Let me phrase that. Knowing is doing that around Vincent. That I know of.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, I want to be the first one to do it. Fuck out of them.
And then
And
yeah,
like now look
with
at us.
that
Like we're doing an interview with LC, Like fuck yeah.
for
And
sure.
I'm like I do have further I don't really I do have a pretty good idea cuz like school's about to start and I'm probably going to have some people like that I meet through school or just, just meet people, probably hop on cuz I can do this over my phone now, which is the lit.
Yeah.
So like I can totally see a few podcasts coming out.
Yeah, and just as long as it's like people with interesting shit to tell, you're gonna have people that want to listen to it. You
Yeah, know
feel me?
what I mean?
Yeah, it's cool. I like what you're doing for sure.
That is
Got my
very lit.
support
Fuck yeah, I respect that. But
for sure.
we're coming across 50 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm probably gonna wrap it up here. But
Yeah, for sure. That's cool.
thank you for hopping on my podcast and just recording with me. That's dope.
Yeah, word. I'm excited to get it whenever this shit's published. I'm gonna let everybody know so people
For
can get
sure.
hip.
I gotta go to Evansville tomorrow, but I'm gonna sit down and record it, and I'll probably send you the link tomorrow later. Night.
Alright, right on.
But you take it easy, man.
Hey man, you too. Be smooth. I'll see this later.
Alrighty, G. All right, see ya.